The Titanic, a tragic tale of ambition and loss. The sinking of the RMS Titanic on April 15, 1912, remains one of the most infamous maritime disasters in history. Heralded as unsinkable, this luxury liner was a marvel of modern engineering and opulence, but its ill-fated maiden voyage ended in tragedy, leaving over 1,500 people dead and a legacy that still resonates today. The Titanic, a marvel of its time, the Titanic was built by the White Star Line in Belfast, Ireland, as part of its transatlantic fleet. At 882 feet long and weighing over 46,000 tons, it was the largest ship in the world at the time. Designed to provide unparalleled luxury, the Titanic boasted lavish first-class accommodations, elegant dining rooms, and cutting-edge technology, including watertight compartments and a double-bottom hull, meant to ensure safety. The maiden voyage, the Titanic set sail from Southampton, England, on April 10, 1912, bound for New York City. On board were over 2,200 passengers and crew from various walks of life, ranging from the wealthiest elite, such as John Jacob Astor IV and Benjamin Guggenheim, to immigrants seeking a better future in America. The collision with an iceberg. On the night of April 14th, the Titanic was cruising through the icy waters of the North Atlantic. Despite receiving warnings about icebergs in the area, the ship maintained near top speed. At 11:40 p.m., lookouts Frederick Fleet and Reginald Lee spotted an iceberg directly in the ship's path. Despite desperate efforts to avoid a collision, the iceberg struck the Titanic's starboard side, tearing a series of gashes below the waterline. The tragedy unfolds. The collision breached 5 of the ship's 16 watertight compartments, sealing the Titanic's fate. The ship was equipped with only 20 lifeboats, enough for about half of those on board. Chaos ensued as the crew attempted to follow the women and children first protocol. Many lifeboats were launched under capacity, leaving 100 stranded as the ship began to sink. At 2:20 a.m., just over 2.5 hours after the collision, the Titanic disappeared beneath the waves. Survivors and rescue. Of the 2,200 people on board, only about 700 survived. Most were rescued by the RMS Carpathia, which arrived hours later. The majority of the victims perished from hypothermia in the freezing Atlantic waters. Legacy and lessons learned. The Titanic disaster led to sweeping changes in maritime safety regulations, including mandatory lifeboat drills, improved radio communications, and the establishment of the International Ice Patrol. The tragedy also inspired countless books, films, and documentaries, cementing the Titanic's place in history as a symbol of human ambition, hubris, and the fragility of life. Over a century later, the story of the Titanic continues to captivate and remind us of the importance of preparedness and humility in the face of nature's power.